So I'm standing on a gravel deposit that was deposited in the 2013 floods. And we're here along the Poudre River, just northwest of Greeley, near the Poudre Learning Center. And we want to look at these gravel deposits to contrast them to the sediments that are deposited in the Big Thompson Canyon. In the Big Thompson Canyon, we see more angular clasts. They're not as well sorted. And we see a broader diversity of lithologies representing those in the bedrock in the immediate vicinity, including a significant portion of schist. If we look at the deposits here, we see that the clasts, in most cases, they're cobbles because they're greater than 256 millimeters in diameter or 2.5 inches. These clasts are well rounded. The clasts too are also very well sorted. And if we look at the composition of the clasts, we see that there's a lot of granite, a lot of granitic pegmatite, vein quartz, and only a little bit of amphibolite, which too is coming from the Precambrian rocks typical of the Big Thompson Canyon area. And what's conspicuously missing is schist, which is so much more prominent in the Big Thompson Canyon. And the question begs, why do we see these rocks, these types of rocks, so prominently in this deposit? From our video at Devil's Backbone, we know that since the Big Thompson Canyon and other similar streams exit the Front Range, they're flowing through sedimentary rocks. And we see very few of these sedimentary rocks in these gravel deposits in the Great Greeley area. And so you have to think about the resistance to weathering of these sedimentary rock types. And it turns out that they're not very resistant. They're soft rocks, so they can be broken up mechanically. And so you're not left with cobble-sized clasts for the most part, unlike, say, granitic pegmatite, which is very resistant both to physical weathering, meaning they're physically strong, and also chemical weathering, because they're rich in quartz and potassium feldspar, which are fairly resistant to chemical weathering. In another video, we're going to talk about floodplains. And floodplains are made up of deposits from rivers, such as we see here. So we'll talk about why the floodplains are a great place to mine out these river deposits, but it's the same material that we see here. And this material has a lot of importance to society in that we add it to cement to make concrete, for example. We mix it with tar, which we refine from petroleum that we pull out of the ground to make, say, asphalt. And we use it for landscaping. And that's just a short list of uses for nice gravel deposits such as we see here.